talking tonight, but we're also talking about giving back. Earlier, I had a chance to visit the Dog Tag Bakery in Washington, where they serve coffee and baked goods to the D.C. community, but they also offer programs, along with Georgetown University, to teach veterans how to run their own businesses for the transition from war to the home front. Watch. They call it dog tag because of the IDs that military personnel wear. Your first clue, this is no ordinary bakery.
I came in as a military spouse and a 5-year veteran as well, and this program really helped me develop entrepreneurial skills, but also dress the self.
Cassandra Martinez just graduated from the work-study program at Dog Tag, a cafe in the nation's capital. Looks pretty good. That is stirring up a lot more than just goodies. Vets like Sherrod Wade say this place is, yes, baking a difference in the lives of America's heroes.
Dog Tag has been great in my transition from the military portion of my life to transitioning back into a civilian. From a holistic approach, they provide alternatives to the traditional treatments of PTSD. They've been pivotal in my growth as a military serviceman to a businessman.
About 30% of the employees at the bakery are either veterans or have some affiliation with the military, spouses, caregivers, or relatives of our bravest.
My father served in the Marine Corps for 26 years. My sister served as well for 6. And I say my mom served for all of it.
Megan Ogilvy is the CEO here. That's beautiful. Drawing both on her experience on Wall Street and the fact that the bakery is in the shadow of the prestigious Georgetown University.
It's like a living business school. So in our classroom where we are right now, our fellows go through 7 courses taught by Georgetown professors. We use the bakery for them to actually understand and experience what it is to do marketing, what it is to do accounting, and what it is to do anything from as simple as selling product or creating it.
Veterans like Peter Scott say the hardest part of their time in the military was not necessarily serving in war. It was getting out and moving on. He came out of the Army with post-traumatic stress, and after years of having everything planned out, was suddenly on his own.
I spent about 3-4 years kind of soul searching.
Finding yourself?
Finding myself. You start back at the bottom. It takes time to build up that competency and build up that experience. So if I can take the worry of where the next meal is coming from, that's a big help.
Now, Scott has left Dog Tag and is running his own nonprofit. Wade has a maintenance and pest control company, while Martinez has joined the accounting firm Deloitte to develop their military spouse programs.
So what our program is really meant to say is, like, dream big, let's find your passion, let's kind of ignite this human spirit again and help create a plan of moving forward, because it's not about a handout. It's not about, charity. It's about resources and giving these men and women the resources to help make decisions of what they want their life to look like moving forward.
Joining us live now, Megan Ogilvy, CEO of Dog Tag, and Cassandra Martinez, alumni fellow of Dog Tag. Welcome to you both. And part of the reason we wanted to do this has been a year where people are talking about the NFL and honoring the flag, honoring our veterans or not. And we see the economy picking up, but there are so many veterans who are homeless, veterans who are unemployed, struggling to get by. It seems like what you're doing is giving out a lot of hope.
So the goal of Dog Tag is really for us to provide an opportunity for our service members once they return home to really understand what purpose looks like outside the service. So we provide an education through Georgetown University School of Continuing Studies. It's a certificate in business administration. We provide an opportunity to work in our business 9 hours a week and learn all the different facets of running a front of house to back of house, actually doing our fundraising, our accounting. But then we also provide a network. So the goal is we provide them, our 2 co-founders really focus on providing a man or woman the opportunity to learn how to fish. Yeah. And that's what our program really does. And our service members aren't asking for a handout. They're asking for an opportunity to show themselves outside of the service.
Well, and Megan, I know you had said when we were watching the package together, you said that 3 years ago nobody knew about Dog Tag Bakery, but now you're sitting in the middle of Times Square talking about it on Fox News, on national television.
Yes.
How does that feel?
It feels phenomenal. I think it also feels phenomenal for the 57 alumni that have graduated from our program. It feels phenomenal for our staff that works so hard to work really aggressively to create a program that has impact for our service members. So I think we just feel fortunate to be the ones standing here representing it. But, I think we're really fortunate to have the jobs that we have to be able to provide the service that we can.
It's such a great thing. Very few people realize how difficult it is to make that transition from being in the military to becoming a civilian. And as you said, you help give them purpose after their service. What a great thing you guys are doing. We just applaud you, I got to say.
Thank you very much.
Let's get Cassandra in here because we haven't heard from you yet.
Yeah.
And As I recall, you're a veteran yourself, but you're also a military spouse. People forget that sometimes. The spouses, the caregivers who help with that transition.
Yeah, we do. So I've been on both sides of the uniform, and my life as a military spouse has been a lot of fluctuation, a lot of moving, instability. But it's through programs like this that really give us the time and space to be able to focus on ourselves and figure out what our purpose in life is and where we're going to go forward with our career. So it's been a life-changing time for me, and I really appreciate it.
Well, I imagine, you know, with you, because this is such an intimate thing, this is something that you have experienced in your own life as well. It's something so close to you. So I have to imagine that that has such an impact on these veterans as well, because there's that kinship, that camaraderie that you guys have together.
It's a safe space together, and we've all had similar experiences, whether as a spouse, a caregiver, or a veteran with disabilities. And it's tough. We go through the rocky times together, and there's the storming, and then we get through it together. And it's really encouraging to be a part of that group and see that change and progress over the 5.5 months.
Well, we're proud of what you've done. We just teased one of our reporters down at Mar-a-Lago that he didn't bring us any of the chocolate cake. You brought us some brownies from Dog Tag. Thank you so much. And
share the love.
Yes.
I want my,
For share the love.
Oh, I'll pass yours along. I'll be nice.
Happy New Year.
This is one of our signature pieces.
And you guys are doing such an
Share the
awesome
love.
thing.
Connie and Elsie, our co-founders' idea. And the brownies are cut in half, and the goal is you enjoy and share the love with someone you care about.
That's
very,
wonderful.
very cool.
Good
Thank you
deal.
so much,
Thanks,
guys.
everyone.
You guys are awesome.